Everything is not what it seems.
Alex Russo, she spat bars with that song. Listen, when you are thinking you want to study medicine, everything is just like sparks are flying, firework is going off in your head, thinking, yeah, I found the course for me. I can't wait to study medicine.
Bruh.
And then you get into medical school and you're met with a lot of interesting scenarios. And you don't know why people didn't tell you this before you entered medical school. So I'm gonna be that person that tells you, yeah, you prospective medical student, you who have made this decision to study medicine, I applaud you, obviously. Like, this is a great decision to make. I shake your hand, you know what I'm saying? Social distancing elbow, you know what I'm saying? Is my elbow crusty? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Social distancing elbow. But I'm going to tell you what medical school is really like. If you're new to this channel, I'm so sorry. I have no chill whatsoever. Welcome. My name is Fejiro. I'm a third year medical student. I'm saying third year because technically second year has finished and I'm going on to third year. So I'm a third year medical student. Technically, I've only done the first 2 years. So expect another video, or when I'm in third year, when I'm in fourth year, when I'm in fifth year. So expect a video about the clinical aspects of medicine, but right now in the preclinical side of medicine, let me just tell you what medical school is really like, because I've been experiencing it for 2 years, so I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. Please give it a like, share this video with the friends that you know want to study medicine, and subscribe to the channel if you like the energy. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick bing and you're subscribed. don't make it hard work. Very easy. Okay, so the very first thing I actually want to say is that you need to have a good reason. Why do you want to study medicine? That's a very big question, because this reason has to get you through 5 years of medical school, possibly 6, then 2 years of foundation training, and then 3 or 4 years of specialty training, and then consultancy years. All of that, it has to get you through basically the next 20 years of your life. Why do you want to study medicine? You wanting to study medicine because it's going to make you money is not a good reason. You want to study medicine because your parents told you to is not a good reason. You wanting to study medicine because you want to help people is not a good reason as well. I'm sorry to break it to you. You need to have a more specific reason than I just want to help people. Because at the end of the day, what people do you want to help? How do you want to help them? I fell into those 3 categories at some point during my I want to do medicine phase. And I had to come out of the stage where I was saying, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. Listen, I had to come out of that because there is a specific reason why I personally wanted to study medicine. And until I realized that reason, medicine was going to be a bumpy road for me. The why is strong because it will keep you going when times are rough. And times are frequently rough in medicine. Frequently. Emphasis on the frequently, please. But your why, your reason that you did it in the first place is going to get you through those tough times. So, number 2, everything is brand spanking new. There's such an overload of information coming in and you're like, I don't know. I don't think everybody seems to know everything and I don't know anything at all. Darling, don't fret, because at the end of the day, everybody gets like that once in a while, or if you're like me, a lot in a while. Everybody feels that overload of information. Don't stress, don't fret when it seems like everybody, because you know, a lot of medical students are great actors, you know. That's why I had to sing Alex Russo at the beginning, everything is not what it seems, because everything is not what it seems. When it seems like people are automatically getting it, like everybody's, you know, everybody's high-fiving each other like, yeah, I get it, I understand it, yeah. And you're there singing, oh, I want to join in, but I don't get it. I want to join in, but I don't understand. Flashbacks. When it seems like you are trying and obviously things are not clicking the way it seems to be clicking for other people, just don't stress, don't fret, you know, don't do that, because you know other medical students are finding it tough out here. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people don't want to admit that they're struggling with a specific unit. They don't want to admit that they struggled with a specific lecture, but Bunda, I'll tell you every day, like, I don't get this. Be the first person to step out your comfort zone and say, I don't get it. Can you explain it a little bit more? Find time to find those lecturers and say, I didn't get what you said, or email them. Like, constantly acknowledge when you don't get things and get help for it. So at the end of the day, I had to come out of this space like, it's only me that doesn't get it. It's only me that doesn't understand. If you don't understand something, 9 times out of 10, somebody else is in that room and they don't get it as well. So you asking the teacher, or you raising your hand and you stepping out of your comfort zone and asking for help is doing a favor for that person as well who's too scared to do it. So the third thing I'm going to talk about is PBL. If you're in the UK, you kind of know what PBL is. PBL is problem-based learning, and CBL is another term that they like to call it, and it stands for case-based learning. So in CBL and PBL, how medical schools kind of structured is that you get a case, which is like 3 or 4 pages, and you get to read about basically someone's medical story. So I don't know, someone who's got a tumor growing in a specific region of their body, and they will tell you their history, their family history, like how they're getting treated, how their progression is, and all of those things. You get this case and you get to read it through at the start of the week or at the end of the week. It depends how your medical school orientates your week. Sometimes you start the case at the beginning of the week, for example on a Monday, or other times you start the case at the end of the week on a Friday. So in PBL, you have a group of between, like in our school, it's like between 9 to 11 students, and we come in, we have a PBL tutor, and that's the designated tutor that helps us to go through this case, helps us to highlight the things that we should be questioning about the case, the terminologies that we should be, raising up. And we as a group will formulate a list of questions that we want to go throughout the week and learn about. So for example, if the case talks about a tumor, we want to understand how a tumor is formed. What are the stages of tumor progression? How does a tumor develop into a cancer? All of those things are some of the things that we want to gain from the case throughout the week. And throughout the week, your lectures, your sessions are tailored around that cancer case that you have. Similar cases are grouped into units, and that's how the whole curriculum is kind of structured if you're in a PBL university. Because PBL is a family that you meet with twice a week, family dynamics are going to start rolling through. And I mean family dynamics, which means that you're going to love the group, obviously, but you're going to have your little favorites. So yeah, let's talk about the sessions now. I don't know how it is for other universities, but in Q, you get anatomy sessions, you get lectures, you get other sessions like communication skills. Experiential learning is a session that we talk about like real difficult issues like death or breaking bad news. It's like the debate and discussion side of medicine. All the ethical things in medicine are in experiential learning. So every single university probably has their own term for that. That's what we call it in Kiel. Communication skills is how you communicate to patients. I'm not sure if you guys call it different in your medical school, but that's like a broad view of the sessions that we have in Kiel. Okay, so anatomy sessions. Do you know what? Anatomy teaching sessions are probably the most enjoyable experiences that you will ever get in medical school. I say this because I love it. I actually love it. Anatomy is a session where if you have a good anatomy tutor, you will love it. And the session will just be amazing. It will be a great add-on to your experience at medical school. So yeah, there's 2 ways of handling cadavers. Cadavers are bodies which are donated to the medical profession, for example for research or for use by medical students. You have to be respectful about cadavers because people have literally donated themselves into research. But yeah, 2 ways of handling cadavers is prosection and dissection. Prosection is where an anatomy professional will actually like come in and dissect the body like really well. Prosection is basically professional dissection, and dissection is where you, the medical student, are going to be dissecting the body yourself. Let's not get into the gory details yet, because you'll get to experience it, so I don't want to spoil it for you. But one thing that's interesting about anatomy sessions is the smell of formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a chemical agent that they use to embalm the body so that it lasts longer and the body does not decay. So when you get into your anatomy rooms, you will be hit with the smell of formaldehyde, and it is atrocious. Some smells that are just, that's formaldehyde. That's formaldehyde for you. It's probably down to the formaldehyde at some point, but you always leave anatomy sessions hungrier than you came in. It seems like something that should never happen. Don't even ask me. I don't know why. So yeah, that's anatomy sessions. Let's go on to lectures. So lectures. Ooh, what can I say about lectures? Lectures are good. Most lectures will be a 1 hour session. If you get lecturers that will come in and do 2 hour sessions, honestly, they must give you a break in the middle. You will just go and exit the lecture theatre and give yourself a break. But yeah, lectures are really good sessions. Yes, people still sleep in lectures. No, it's not something to be proud of. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Flashbacks. Going into lectures is obviously is great. You should go into lectures. You should always go into lectures and you should get your 9.25k money's worth. Make sure you have a good sleep beforehand. Make sure you come into lectures. If eating beforehand works for you, if starving beforehand works for you, make sure you do what works for you. Obviously, at the end of the day, some people will come into lectures and they've eaten and then they'll get the itis and they'll be falling asleep in the lecture. Some people will starve themselves before they come into lectures and they will come in and they will stay awake. Obviously, and vice versa, you have to do what works for you at the end of the day. Always make notes. And if you're not making notes, if your school permits you to do this, record MP3 recordings of their voice to play back when the lecturer is no longer lecturing. When you need to complete your notes, you've got the recording. Making a slideshow is a skill that not everybody has, so you will definitely have your favorite lecturers. It doesn't matter if they come up and they speak about biochemistry of so and so for 2 hours, you will still say, oh my god, yes, such a great lecturer, I love that. But yeah, man, that's lectures. I don't have anything else to say to lectures. You actually have to get into medical school and see what it's like. Non-medics really dislike medics. As a medical student, you will get a lot of flack, a lot of dislike from other non-medical students. And the reason is probably really simple. If you have, if your university has a dedicated or designated building for medicine, or you have something that distinguishes the medical students, like, I don't know, everybody else's lanyard is white and yours is green, like our school. When you get outside your medical bubble, you better take off your lanyard. You better take off every distinguishing feature. Just save yourself the wahala. Put it in your bag. Become like everybody else. If you're walking around the main campus, don't distinguish yourself, because people will actually fight you for no reason. Even like simple things, when people ask you like, oh, what do you study? To this day, some people really do believe that I study healthcare sciences. I don't even know if that's a degree, but that's avoiding saying medicine. Placements. Third year is where kind of like placements really begin for medicine in Kiel. Proper planning will help you so much in placements. So just arriving at early o'clock, even if it seems like a really stupid time to get there, maybe 1 hour earlier than your placement starts, just get there early, because 9 times out of 10 it will avoid a lot of mishaps happening if you can just get there early, find out where your consultant is and already stick to him like glue, or stick to her like glue. It'll be sweet one. Placements will be a sweet one. You can get work as a medical student as a healthcare assistant in a hospital. A lot of hospitals will be in need of healthcare assistants during the year, so why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Learn medicine, but also be able to go into the hospital, get some experience, get some patient experience by being a healthcare assistant, and doing the odd jobs at your local hospital that you're getting placements at. They get sweet money, and you're already learning the things anyway, so you're getting money and experience in hospital settings, so it's good. And the last thing I want to talk about is mental health. Don't prioritize medicine over your mental health. Do you know why? You will lose it. You will lose it.
I need to take it easy, otherwise I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
If you prioritize medicine over your mental health, I promise you 9 times out of 10, the one thing that's going to be trumped is your mental health. I want to make sure that you know this. You cannot come and kill yourself in medicine, because if you do, the hospital will still continue running. You will not be there. Like, the stress is crazy in medicine. I am not dumbing it down for you. If you have experienced stress during A levels, you know, you kind of know how stress affects your mental health and your mood. It's not great. So you have to make sure that you're creating breaks in your schedule, in your routine, that detaches you from medicine. If you are in a situation where you're getting frequent low moods, seek help. I'm not saying this to be patronizing in any way, shape or form. It's because I have had to. I have had to seek help. I have had to take time out of medicine. I've had to detach myself from my course multiple times. And I do this so frequently now that it is so ingrained within my timetables. If I've showed you how I do my timetables, and I might do it in a different video, but I have ways that I structure my timetables that I can clearly see, because it's in a different color, the periods during the week where I have detached myself from medicine, whether it's 1 hour a day or it's a specific day during the entire week. Like, some people just take Saturdays, and no matter what, they are not picking up a textbook, they're not picking up a flashcard, they're not picking up a stethoscope, they are not doing anything medical related on Saturdays. And that's good, that's perfectly fine. But some people have 1 hour slots during each day of the week where they don't do anything to do with medicine, whether it's reading a book, whether it's calling a friend, whether it's, I don't know, trampolining or doing their sports, whether it's gaming, whether it's shopping. You know, don't go too crazy with the money, because you know the money's not there anyway. But all of these things, like, you have to understand what keeps you happy, what keeps your mood lifted. If it's talking to your family, talk to them regularly. If it's annoying your friends, go and annoy your friends. I do that all the time, 100%. I've developed a skill at it. So make sure that you have periods during your week, during your schedule, that you are taking time and detaching from medicine. Because darling, I tell you, you can't kill yourself for this degree. You can't kill yourself for any degree, but let alone medicine. I honestly hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please do give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friend who's considering medicine. And if they're not even considering medicine, just put it on your story anyway, just for anybody who comes and stumbles across it. And subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I post once a week. And if you have any suggestions for other medicine related videos or uni related videos that you want me to do, please put it in the comment section below, and I will film a video like that soon. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the very next video. Bye.